Welcome to New Season Academy, where we go beyond the textbook to uncover the stories, mysteries, and surprising moments that shaped our world. Let's step back in time. Imagine walking into a room where no one has ever looked like you before. Every eye turns. Some people wonder if you belong. Others are convinced you don't. Now imagine that room is the highest court in the United States. On July 7, 1981, President Ronald Reagan announced his nomination of Sandra Day O'Connor to the United States Supreme Court, making history as the first woman ever chosen for the nation's highest court. But her journey began long before that day, on a dusty cattle ranch in Arizona. Sandra Day was born in 1930 and spent much of her childhood on the Lazy Bee Ranch, a sprawling 198,000-acre cattle ranch near Duncan, Arizona, stretching across the Arizona-New Mexico border. This wasn't the Arizona many people imagine today. There were no nearby grocery stores, no neighborhood parks, no paved streets. Life on the ranch meant hard work from sunrise to sunset. Sandra learned to ride horses before many children learned to ride a bicycle. She helped repair fences. She drove trucks and tractors. She rounded up cattle. When something broke, the family fixed it themselves. When there was work to do, everyone pitched in. The ranch taught her responsibility, independence, and how to stay calm when problems need solving. Those lessons would stay with her for the rest of her life. But there was one problem. The Lazy Bee Ranch was so isolated that it couldn't provide the education that Sandra's parents wanted for their daughter. So while many children came home to their parents every afternoon, Sandra packed her bags and moved nearly 200 miles away to live with her grandmother in El Paso, Texas during the school year. Imagine being a young child, living far away from your parents for months at a time, all because your family believed that education was worth the sacrifice. She attended the Radford School for Girls and later Austin High School. Sandra loved to learn. She worked incredibly hard, and by the age of 16, she had already graduated high school and was ready for college. Sandra enrolled at Stanford University, where she earned both her undergraduate degree and later her law degree. She graduated near the top of her class. One of her classmates was William Rehnquist, who would one day become Chief Justice of the United States. Surely every law firm would want to hire someone with those credentials, right? Not in the 1950s. Again and again, employers turned her away. Not because she wasn't qualified, not because she lacked experience, but simply because she was a woman. One law firm even offered her a job as a legal secretary instead of a lawyer. Many people would have accepted defeat. Sandra Day O'Connor refused. Instead, she found another path. She became deputy county attorney. Later, she served in the Arizona State Senate, becoming the first woman to lead a majority in any state senate in the United States. Eventually, she became a respected judge on the Arizona courts. Her reputation for fairness, careful thinking, and common sense spread across the country. During the 1980 presidential campaign, Ronald Reagan made a promise. If he had the opportunity, he would nominate the first woman to the United States Supreme Court. When Justice Potter Stewart retired the following year, Reagan kept that promise. On July 7, 1981, he introduced Sandra Day O'Connor to the American people. Just a few months later, the U.S. Senate confirmed her by a vote of 99-0. For the first time in nearly 2 centuries, a woman could take a seat on the nation's highest court. Here's something you may not know. When Sandra Day O'Connor arrived at the Supreme Court, there wasn't even a women's restroom near the courtroom. For almost 200 years, every justice had been a man. The building itself had never been designed with female justices in mind. Her arrival didn't just change history. It literally changed the Supreme Court building. Sandra Day O'Connor served on the Supreme Court for nearly 25 years. She became known for carefully weighing both sides of difficult cases. Even today, historians and legal scholars point to her appointment as one of the most important milestones in American legal history. Her nomination wasn't just about one person earning a prestigious job. It reminded millions of young women that doors which had always been closed could finally be opened. Sometimes history isn't changed by winning a battle. Sometimes it's changed by simply opening a door that no one else has ever walked through. Here's today's history question. What quality do you think helped Sandra Day O'Connor succeed the most? Hard work, courage, perseverance, or something else? Tell me your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Thank you for joining me for another Today in History. If you enjoyed today's story, be sure to subscribe and come back tomorrow for another remarkable moment from history. Until next time, stay curious because history always has another story to tell.